Howdy. Welcome back to Dion Talk. I want to give you a warning about something I've been seeing and hearing more and more of recently. It even came up in a mastermind yesterday. I reached financial freedom in less than 10 years by investing in real estate. And almost all of my deals, every single one except for one, I purchased in the winter between November and February. And I don't want to give you a warning just that housing transactions are going down. I want to give you a warning on something that somebody working in the industry talked with me about yesterday. And to understand this warning, first I kind of want to make an analogy that is not a direct parallel, but there are some things in common. Have you ever wondered that as a society, why do we make so many used car salesman jokes? It's an industry where the person is paid on commission, meaning if they don't make the sale, they don't eat, or their family doesn't eat. So think about that. They're more likely to try to sell a bad car. And the idea with cars lots is they want to be highly visible on a road, so you have a lot of new people passing by, so that if you screw over a few people, you still have future clients. So there are some differences between used car sales and real estate. But here are some parallels. Real estate agents are paid on commission. For the last couple of years in the used car world, you can actually sell cars pretty easy. Used car sales, because of the chip problem, skyrocketed so much that some used cars were selling for more than new cars. Possibly because you had to wait for the new car with the chip problem, but used car sales went up, so it was a lot easier to sell those cars. That's correcting itself now. So I would watch out for used car salespeople being a little more pushy and a little more unethical, possibly. Agents, for the last couple of years, have also been able to sell a house super easy. You were Bella at the ball if you had a property to list. Multiple offers, over asking, waiving contingencies, offering to name your baby after the seller if they would accept your offer. And they didn't even get it accepted. So why did I close most of my deals in the winter? There's less competition and agents are less busy. In a normal year, we know there's going to be less deals that happen in the winter. This year, with prices still high and interest rates going up, we are seeing a massive crash in transactions. 21% down lower currently than where we were in January. I'm not saying that real estate agents and lenders might be unethical. I'm saying that they are human. And while most of them know that they have a reputation they need to protect and are going to have for decades because this is a finite world, it's not like having a used car lot on a very busy road. They develop relationships that last years. So for the most part, they usually have your best interests at heart. But it is possible that going into winter, if you have somebody who got used to and has a short memory, either started working in the industry just in the last couple of years, or is really basing their theories on just the last couple of years, it's been really easy to sell a property. It might not have been so easy to work with buyers, but lenders didn't care who was buying the property as long as they were closing a deal that somebody bought the property. Well, now with a crash in transactions, this actually came up in a mastermind yesterday. It isn't that they might try to talk you into a bad deal. They might ask for things that aren't in your best interest, like,
is it possible for us to close October 28th instead of November 4th like you're scheduled to?
The idea is the agent can then get paid in the month of October so that their brokerage can process the money and they get the payment in November. If you close November 4th, they might not see that money till the middle of December. I understand. I get it. But as a buyer, you have a set amount of days to do an inspection, to review the inspection, to have your appraisal done, to literally make up your mind if you're making a commitment for hundreds of thousands of dollars over 30 years. And somebody wants you to rush it by a few days to better their financial position before Christmas. And then lenders sell loan products. We date our agents and our lenders. We marry the property. Make sure they know it's an open relationship. Consider this, though. If a lender is selling a loan product, they're kind of like somebody in the service department at a car dealership. You go in for an oil change and they say, you haven't had your radiator flushed in 3 years. Should we sign you up for that? It's an upsale and they're going to make more money. They keep their job by the number of upsells that they do. Upsells, upsales. Lenders are in a world kind of like that. Their management comes down and says, this is the product we want to sell the most of. Your customer, you can still use other things, but imagine that their verbiage starts to make one of their products sound better, like an adjustable rate mortgage. And if you asked me a couple of years ago, I would have definitely said there was never a time to use an adjustable rate mortgage. The reason that I buy small multifamily, 4 units or less, is because I can get 30-year fixed rate debt. But I've actually heard some lenders talking about adjustable rate mortgages that almost make sense, even to somebody who knows that part of the reason for the 2008 crash was adjustable rate mortgages. They say something like, interest rates are currently around 7%. We can sell you this adjustable rate mortgage and you're going to pay 4.5% down. Now there's a cap on when it can go up. For 2 years, it's locked. At the 2-year point, it can go up 2%. And then each year after that, for only 2 more years, it can go up 1 more percent. So you're going to get a total increase of 4%, which would put you in the 7 to 8% range that we're at now in 5 years. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. If that situation meets your needs, great. But if it takes that 4.5% mortgage for you to qualify and they're hoping that the situation improves in 2 years so you can handle that increased rate, it might not make sense for you. The loan product and the property that is the best one to buy is the one that makes sense for you, not the one that makes sense for your agent so they can get paid, and not the one that makes sense for your lender so they can look good to their company. Remember, you are going to be alive in 5 years, probably still married to these properties. You might not even know this lender or agent at that point. Invest like you know that's a thing. And someday, I'm going to make a video where I don't ask you to hit the like button. But not today. Do me a favor. In the comments below, let me know if you've heard an agent or a lender say something recently that you think they might have been motivated to say because they were getting desperate. I hope this video at least made you think. Until my next video, thanks for coming to my Dion Talk. And YouTube thinks this video right here is going to be the one that helps you find financial freedom.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.